Sure. I'm Joe Halsey, the head coach. This year's number 9, Michael Tite, right-handed pitcher outfielder, and number 16, Carter Dirks, right-handed pitcher outfielder.
Coach, if you'd like to make a statement about the game, you can.
I thought we played a really well-rounded game, and we just came out on the wrong side of it. I'm incredibly proud of them. We played good defense. These two pitched a hell of a game, and if we could have strung together a couple more at-bats, then I like our chances being able to pull that off. But we played a very good team in the first academy, and we came out on the wrong side of things.
Questions?
Just talk about this experience overall, for the season and here, for you guys to have the run you have. Obviously, it's something that's really special. It doesn't happen all the time for St. Andrews. If you can just share with us what it's been like for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been special. I mean, this group's a special group. A lot of seniors in this group that haven't been able to have success, especially in the postseason, and to buy in and to really turn St. Andrews into a program and not just a baseball team. We've done a great job of that, and I'm incredibly proud of this group being able to accomplish the things that they've had, stick with it through the first 4 games of the season when we were 1-3, and continue to build and kind of raise our standard and what we expect in ourselves, and go out there and know that we're going to have a lot of tough games if we want to achieve the things that we'd like to. So especially late in the season where we were playing more and more good teams, and to be able to run through regionals in 6 straight games was special, and these two were a huge part of that. And that team right there bonded, and they were together, and really put together something special.
Kind of the more or less the same question for you. I know you're a guy who's been at the school for a long time, been a part of this program. You've got as good a view as anyone as far as that evolution, bring you guys here. What has that meant to you to be where we are now?
Yeah, it means a lot. And so in years past, I think it started with coaching for sure. Our coaches weren't bought in, and we're not on top of their things, and it all starts with him. From the first day on, he kind of showed us and showed what this program can be, and we just followed him all year.
What does it mean now for you? Because no matter what, this was going to be your last run. As a senior, is this kind of those points where you start to think and realize that is there any parting words or any thoughts you have for these guys that are going to be coming back and trying to run this back next year?
I think the group that we're bringing in has a lot of opportunity to kind of do things that we did too. They're young guys with tons of talent, so yeah.
Starting in a game like this, it's a great responsibility. It's a great honor. Just share with me what it meant for you to be the guy to get the ball, and the guy they wanted to be out there on the mound for this moment.
Yeah, it was awesome being out there. I thought the other guy on their team, he battled very well as well. It was super hot out, but we both battled. Had a little bump in the road in the first inning, but we both overcame that and pitched a great game besides that. But it really means a lot, and I appreciate Coach for trusting me and giving me the opportunity to start in arguably the biggest game in the history of our school. So I really appreciate that, and obviously it's tough coming up just short in that one, but we fought really hard today and all year, so proud of everyone.
Kind of the same question too. What has it meant to you to see St. Andrews at the state tournament, to be a part of this run and everything that you guys have been able to experience?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, like Carter said, we've always had talent on our team since freshman year. We've had the same kind of core group of guys, but we've never really been able to put it together. And I just want to give all the credit to Coach Halsey for coming in this year and really setting a standard that he talked about of what it means to be a winning program and giving us the tools in order to do that. And our first 3 years of high school compared to this one has been night and day, and I'm so grateful that this senior year has been such a historic year, and it really means a lot to all of us, not even just the seniors, I think everyone. So we really appreciate it, and obviously a great year.
Joey, talk a little bit about the confidence in your program that you had and the vision that you had, because it took you guys a while, even this year when you were playing good ball, to get the respect from a lot of people, and then you turned a lot of heads around mid-season on, but to hear how your players are talking about you and how they're giving you the credit for kind of guiding the way. Talk about how that feels and your confidence in your own program here.
I mean, it feels great. It's it's nice to hear the kind words from them. It's I feel like from day one, I've been fortunate to grow up in some really good programs at Nova High School for legendary coach Pat McQuaid, and then at the University of Oregon for Coach Horton from Fullerton and Oregon, and it's I feel fortunate to have been in those environments where it's a high nationally ranked program, because there is a way that a good program looks like. It's, how they go about their day-to-day business, what it looks like when another team comes to the field, and how we're going about our work. Winning those little battles that, are first impressions, and they make a difference. And it just, kind of sets the tone for what the team goes about their day-to-day. And then, it becomes contagious. It's expecting to win. It's expecting that if you get down early, that you're going to be able to come back and win a tight ball game, because at the end of the day, especially in South Florida, you're going to be playing a lot of good teams, and a lot of it does come down to the little things and being able to execute in a timely manner and do all those things right. So it's special to hear them say that, and it's special for me building this program where the guys that are coming up see what good high school baseball looks like, and they could see what tight Dirks and several of the other guys, what it means to be a starter at this level in this caliber of high school baseball. And I think that's incredibly important, because in years past, you probably you're growing up in a program and you're watching guys, and at the end of the day, you're not succeeding. And there's a difference in that, where you're watching these two guys go out there every day and set a tone for what I would strive to be if I'm a freshman or a sophomore or junior and looking to be a number one or a three-hole hitter for years to come. And I think that that tone is incredibly important for our growth as a program to be back here sooner than later.
It's really a good chance to pay that tribute right back to them, because one of the things I really noticed, you're doing the shifts that you have the play names for those shifts. Those are very coachable players. Not every team can even do stuff like that. So just share with me what it's like to have a group that has bought in and has been so coachable and made this marriage so successful.
Well, I think it's great, and I think it took time, because early in fall, it's still guys are a little bit caught in their ways for how things have been done, and it's kind of going about your business in one way versus the way that I expect it to be, and then we get punched in the face a little bit early on, and I felt like from that point on there was more buy-in, and we stayed with it. We stayed with it, where every day I'm personally trying to go out there with the same energy, and I'm personally trying to kind of set the tone for what I expect out of them, whether it's cleaning up the field, whether it's being on the ball and setting up batting practice, and not just standing around expecting other people to do it. And over the course of several months, it starts to shift, where these guys are following suit, where they're looking for things to do. They're coming with the same energy every day. It's not a roller coaster of emotions, whether you have a bad day of BP or whatever it might be. So I think it's just continued to grow and expedited itself later in the season, where winning is fun. Winning is fun, and I think that in this program, we needed to see that, because it hasn't been there before. So once that little bit of addiction to winning gets into place, and they continue to keep buying in and trusting that, hey, we're not going to have a second baseman versus these two guys. If they hit a single, we're going to have to live with it, but we're going to cover the outfield, because statistically we think that that's most likely to happen. And they haven't budged one bit at it. I don't think there's been a reason to so far. We didn't get beaten in any of the shifts really in regionals, fortunately.
And today, the first one went right to right field.
Yeah, so it's they've bought in, and they've trusted me, and they've trusted our vision for this program and where we want to go.
Yeah, you guys need.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Really